Uganda already has a law that could be used against homosexuality, but the new backbench bill goes much further. The penalty for gay sex could be death.
I got death threats. My children got death threats. The story of LGBT activism was lonely sometimes. But I felt that we are not just going to be buried like this.
In a country where biblical values are deeply ingrained, homosexuality is generally deplored.
My family was very conservative family, staunch Catholic family, me being the first-born girl then. I had issues with gender identity. I transgressed gender unintentionally from the time I started being aware of my existence. They bought me a very nice yellow dress and I went and changed. I put football shorts. I felt more comfortable that way. And then when I came out, my father was in the hallway and he gave me a slap and said, "Go back and dress up appropriately." And then I put on that yellow dress and I curled. Inside, I felt that I was different now. I wasn't proud anymore. I wasn't happy anymore. I fought against my sexual orientation for so many years. I was on my own because my family didn't want anything to do with me at that point. And eventually, I was homeless. So I felt that I needed to heal from this thing that is causing me suffering. And so I took myself to churches.
Reject sodomy! Reject perversion!
They were praying for me. And then as they're praying, they start stripping me off. It was my clothes making me a man.
Seeing as homosexuality here is illegal, gay sin is pretty much underground. Lawyers and activists challenge the Anti-Homosexuality Act on the ground that it violated human rights.
My children know me as daddy and they call me daddy. They don't say, "Hey, trans daddy," "Hey, former lesbian trans daddy." They call me daddy. Shouldn't matter, but it matters now that I identify as a transgender man because that is the beginning of a conversation about what transgender is. Not for me, because I have survived, but there are people who are still struggling to come out or to even ask for what they need. So then it matters.
Uganda has taken a strong position on the war against LGBTQ. The bill now known as Anti-Gay Bill of 2023.
Ourselves, we are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
Having been passed by the parliament, now awaits President Museveni's signature to be a law in Uganda. For MMU TV News, I'm Raphael Kiremi.